I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. What was it telling you?
So it says 1KWSA is a bad password. And when I went from the link in my calendar, then that one said JV has another meeting going on.
I wonder if others are going to have that same problem.
I know Mary's been trying to get in and she's not getting in.
I sent her a text. Let me get the group chat out there. Mary's coming in.
All right, she did it.
We have Mary Benson. So what's going on with you guys' deal, the one you guys are working on together?
Oh boy, it's kind of struggling at the moment.
Okay.
So I talked to the seller and she's willing to reduce the purchase price to the appraised value of $260 if we reduce the seller concession to $2,500 and remove the roof repair requirement, which
Was that
is pretty fair.
okay? Go check your email and click on that link.
But our buyer's not happy, of course.
Of course, why would they be?
But the seller knows she can go back on the market and get $260 with no seller concessions.
So is the roof repair going to be necessary for closing?
No.
Not appraisal? What was the roof repair?
Not at all, no.
Okay, so what was just cosmetic? I don't remember that well.
It really was. It was just cracked cement, 2 cracked tiles. It's very minor.
So it's like a $600 repair?
$500.
Yeah, about to say, sounds like $500 or $600.
Mm-hmm. And seller had agreed to do it on the Windsor.
Which is okay, because if they're negotiating out this, they can negotiate that part out, which is all right. Now the thing is so we reduce closing costs by $2,500. Can the buyers cover the difference?
That's what we're working on.
So
They say no, but
who's our lender? Can the lender give us a credit to help out?
well, he was gonna call David. David wasn't available, so he was gonna try to call him back, but
It's Nova Home Loans. It's Steve White.
Yeah.
But he spent money buying down points and other things.
Do we need to do that?
That's the thing. We don't
he
think
thinks he does. He got some, he's listening. He got advice from somebody else.
His sister?
Right.
That's the professional in real estate sales?
Yeah. I'm not sure where he got that advice from. Steve, his lender, told him it wasn't a good idea, but David said take the deal.
he did.
Just got an email.
Well, that's good news.
Hold on. Okay. I'm going to get off and make a phone call, guys.
All right, see you back in a second. Listen to how it
Okay,
goes.
bye.
Bye, Mary.
I got to figure out how to do this on my phone.
Easy. Just hit the bottom button. It looks like a red X or something, I think. I'm not on my phone, so mine just says leave.
Hi guys,
Hey, Dory.
I'm in
Hey,
Jesse's
Stephanie.
office today.
You got Jesse. So did you guys find the link I was talking about when it came to the cards?
We talked about it, and the bestprint.by. We'll have to look into that. And tomorrow I write some cards, so that'll be good.
Nice.
What are you guys talking about?
We were just talking about a deal right now that they were working on that was an appraisal issue. I think it sounds like it's going to close out, which is nice. We need that.
That's great for Mary.
We need to update our productivity coaching group text because I don't think it goes to everyone now.
Yeah, I got all these emails, Big Dan.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because I'd sent that email to everyone else a second ago. All right.
Well, wait, I have to tell you guys something pretty
I love the KW
statistically.
gear on you.
Thank you. And then I move it and you see more. I talked to 2 women today and I asked for their birthdays. And the first one said Cinco de Mayo. And the second one, she was like, it's May. And then I'm like, just tell me when. It was kind of funny because she's a sweet little Japanese lady. And she's like, I don't want to rush it. It's not too soon. I don't want to get old, you know? And anyways, I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, what's the day? And she's like, oh, it's the 5th. So in 10 minutes, I talked with 2 people who were both born on 5/5. Crazy. What are the chances?
Pretty good in your cases. Awesome. Well, hey, I want to kind of continue our conversation around goals and mindset where we're moving ourselves into next year. Where are you at in your goal sets? What are you doing to make yourselves more goal oriented and successful?
Well, go ahead, Robin. Looked like you were going to say something beautiful.
Well, this morning, Big Dan told us to write down how many deals we're going to have in escrow by December.
And you wrote down?
3.
That's fabulous.
You already have 3 deals in escrow.
3 more.
3 more. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to just say well. Okay, this is what I wanted to say. I want to hear everybody else's too before I just talk, but I do have a GPS and I do have a 411. And I just want to say that it seems like there seems to be always something that I'm missing. Like, am I getting everything? Like the 411 and the GPS, and then there's another thing, which is, it's, okay. Anyways. All right. Does that make sense? After I do this, am I missing something after I do these?
You need to constantly look at them. So the GPS is a guide for the year. The 411 is what we need to look at every month. Every week we're doing a new one. Here's mine. You guys can see a little bit of the structure. Actually, I got one better. I emailed it, so it's on my computer. Oh, I've sent a lot of emails this morning. Cat. Sharing my screen, if you guys are ready for this.
Drum roll, please.
This is my 411 for October, and you can clearly see October 2020, my personal goal by December 31st is to weigh 299 pounds. I want $40,000 in savings for a rental property, and I want to refi my house to drop the PMI. Those are my personal goals for the year, off of my GPS. These are my G's. For business, I want to make $200,000 in gross commission earned. I want 100 agents in the PC program. I want to grow 25 cappers, and I want to close 50 PC deals in December. Have we not been talking about the 50 deals in PC? Right? The more we talk about our goal, the more we get there. If I get 10 of you to put 10 deals together between now and December, you think we're going to close 50 deals in December?
Mm-hmm.
That's 100, Jason. 100 between now and then. Michael Whining is on number 7 of 10. Robin is on number 3 of 10. These are where we can really change our stripes. Now, my monthly goals, this is my monthly goals. I want to pay off my Lowe's card, what I owe. I'm going to read the MREA again. I need to get all the books for my KW Books display. You guys have seen my office, you'll see that they're on my desk. So look at the speaker view. I've got 3 of the series that I need. And those are the ones that I still need to get. I don't order on Amazon just to have them because I want to have a display of all the books. I want to finish the book Hold. I haven't finished it yet. That's my personal goals for the month. Now, these are the goals that are in line with what I'm trying to do here is paying off my credit card allows me to get my refi money together so I can refinance and drop the PMI. Business goals for the month is 10 new agents in the program. Currently I have 3. You can see how I track it on my 411 right there too. $30,000 in company dollar. That's just how much is closed out from the PC program. 3 personal closings. You can tell I already have 1. Again, tracking it. And 25 PC contracts, meaning I want 25 agents to write contracts this month. We are on track for 26. Week 1 of October, am I going to do bold? We're going to talk about that in this class together. For my personal goals, my business goals, 8 new agents, create 3 scripts for non-licensed agents, run a PC lead gen ad, and get all information for the 6 conversations. Number 5, do the coaching skills camp. The ones I didn't do, you can see I've moved them over to the next weeks. Personal goal, read 50 pages of Hold. Order KW books. I clearly haven't done all of them. I'm missing some. Line out a process for my refi. Again, it goes towards my big goal, right? 5 new agents this week, 5 appointments for career night. Run my PC lead gen, continue to do the coaching skills class, the GP1. What we talk about now is the 411s. And then redo my Life by Design sheet to share with the PC. Did you guys all get that? Right? That was the thing we did last week. Remember that? It's because on my 411 was to get a sheet out to you guys so we could do it. Now we're on week 3 of October because technically it was, depending on how you set it up, I always do mine in 4-week end to me. So I will have an extra week before October, November, but it'll still fall because I do 4-week cycles. Now this week, my goal is 5 new agents, again, because my goal is to have 10 a month. I'm at 3. So if I get 5 this week, I will be at 8, which means I just have to get 2 next week. I'll be fine. Facebook lead gen for myself and for agents, so PC and potential agents. 10 GPS 411 appointments. I have 2 scheduled, so I need to get some more of you guys scheduled to do your 411 GPS appointments. And touch base with all the PC agents. Notice how my big rocks are lined out right here. And I can see them at a glance. And this is coming to my office. You can see it right next to my laptop. I look at it every day.
What do you mean your big rocks are lined out right there? Sorry, I haven't.
Big rocks are the things you have to get done. These are the things that I have to get done in my week. And I know I'm successful when I get them done. The big rocks for the month: paying off my card, reading this book again, getting my displays done, finish the book Hold. These are big rocks, immovable objects. These are non-negotiable goals. And when we hit them, I will know that I'm closer to my big goal, my annual goal. My weekly goals put me in the best position to get my monthly goal. My monthly goals position me in the best position to get my yearly goals. Each week, you notice how I don't pre-fill the week? Read 20 pages, exercise for 30 minutes. These are all things, that's part of my schedule. That goes beyond this. Your 411 goes into your schedule. These are things I need to put on my schedule to have a successful schedule. I need to read sometime. I need to block out some time for reading, not 30 minutes of reading every day. That's not a weekly goal, because that's something that should be on your schedule, time blocked already. These are things that you want to focus on. Like, let's say I don't do Facebook ads very often. I need to put something special on my calendar to do a Facebook ad. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. I need to have 10 appointments with you guys over your 411's GPSs. It's not an average day task. Do I not talk to you every week anyways? Do we not have these calls every week anyways? No, it's something specific that I need to put on my calendar. It's going to ledge out the potential for me to make sure, hey, if I push 10 of you guys to do 10 deals, that's 100 deals between now and the end of the year, right? Is that not in line with my big goal? And I move on. That's what I mean by big rocks.
Okay.
They're the big rocks that are in my plan that I need to get moving so that I can be successful. And it starts by lining out what your big goal for the year is, what that looks like successfully down the month, and then what I need to do every week to grow that. Every week, I'm not going to do exercise for 5 hours and lead generation for 4 hours. These are things that should be on your calendar already. Wake up 6:30 a.m. every morning. I am out the door at 7:07 every morning. I get to work at 7:35 every morning. I show up at my desk. I get prepped. I get ready to go. I spend 10 minutes goofing around in the morning. 8 a.m. lead or role play, scripts and role play. 8 to 8:30, scripts and role play every day. 8 to 8:30 to 9, it's an open time that I use it as flex zone. And then from 9 to 11 is training, coaching, and educating. That's what my 20% is. Yours is lead generation. 12 o'clock on is lunch. 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock is lunch. And then the rest of it is very much structured. Is your calendar structured? Look at mine. I can put wake up on my calendar, but I don't need to because I have a habit in the morning. I get to work at 8 a.m. I have my morning staff huddle. I got to update my 411. That's why I knew I sent it, because I emailed it this morning. Then I have training, coaching, and education for my lead generation every day. And then I have lunch. I have the PC call, which is my group call. I do it in the middle of my lunch. And then I do my meetings with sellers and buyers, happens to be agents. Then I do more of my 20%, training, coaching, and educating. And then I do more of my 20%, training, coaching, and educating. And then I go home. If there was something special, I need to put it on the calendar. Guess what tomorrow looks like? And the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. Do you see a pattern? What's the pattern?
It's all planned out.
Consistency.
There is consistency. Success comes from consistency.
Now let me ask you this. Big Dan, are you successful?
You answer that.
For you or for me?
Am I successful to you?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Define
Yes, you
success.
What's that? Define
Define
success. Meeting your goals.
No, I'm not successful.
Okay, no, having goals and then meeting them.
Just define success. If that's successful to you, is meeting, having goals and meeting them, that's your definition of success, then great.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens to be mine too. But so no, I can say, no, I'm not successful. I have not met my goals.
Mm-hmm.
Am I moving towards them? Absolutely. I am the pathway to success. I am not successful. If I compare myself to others, yes, I'm successful. If I compare myself to others, no, I'm not successful. What I compare myself to is the activities that I am doing today. Are they getting me closer to my goal tomorrow? Did I do more today than I did yesterday? Did I accomplish what I needed to accomplish to get me closer to my goal? Because I guarantee you, as soon as I get to my goal, I'm on path to make more than $200,000 in GCI this year. Guess what? When I get there, do you think that's my goal for next year? No. So how do you measure success? On achieving goals or on constantly growing?
Constantly finding bigger goals.
Constantly growing, becoming a better and better agent, a better dad, a better partner, everything. It's the growth. Growth is the success that we look for. And that's what I want you to do in your 411s is I want you to line out the things, not the things that we do already. What's my 411? I need to talk to 20 people today. Let's break out if you want to do 30 transactions a year, based on the math, you need to talk to about 10 people a day. If you're working 5 days this week, that means you need to talk to 50 people this week. So what's on your 411? Have 50 real estate conversations.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask on that, like, what if our like big goal in that? Okay, no, not what if. This is my goal: is to have invest time growing contacts to 2,500 people. Because if you do the math, 50 a week, 50 times 50 weeks in a year is like 2,500. Is that a goal?
Let me see Jesse for a second. Is he on the phone?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Why do you not have a vacation on your calendar?
Well, that's something that we've actually been talking about.
You guys do not work 50 weeks a year.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
I see you.
Okay, I wanted to make that point. I want you guys to do the mathing at 4 weeks for training, 4 weeks for vacation. That means you're working how many months a year?
10.
How many weeks is that?
44, 40.
Roughly, it's 4.4 weeks in a month, so 44. That's where you need to do your math. Is 2,500 enough?
Yeah.
One of the agents in the MREA,
And I think it'd be 46. I was really just trying to take 52 and minus 8, but now I'm better at math right now.
so one of the agents in the MREA, this is my MREA, it's right here, it's my goal, has a multi-million-dollar real estate business. Multi-million-dollar real estate business. She's got 480 contacts in her database.
Mm.
Go look in the back of that book and go through all of the different biographies, and it tells you, what they did, how they got there. Do you need 2,500 people in your database to be successful?
Yes, if that's how you define success, but clearly, as long as you've got the right number of people actually working for you out there, sending you the right amount of people, then there's another answer there.
Yeah, it's not just 50 independent contacts. It could be those 50 that you're generating real estate cheerleaders.
And you can train them how to be your real estate cheerleaders.
Exactly. And then marketing and be able to have a referral base. If you had 10 people in your database that sent you 2 deals a year, what does that look like?
That looks like 10 cheerleaders, 20 transactions.
On average, what's your commission on average?
Each
Anybody
time.
know what your average is? You should know what your averages are. Do your own math. Everyone's is different. Average in Tucson is $7,000 per transaction times 20. Someone who's real good at math, tell me the number. It's 140,000.
It caps
140,000.
You cap at around 60,000, which means that a lot of that is it's 100% money, right? You've already capped and you're making that money just on referrals. This is why a database is important. Now, if you want to build that business, it needs to be in your 411. So not just adding database, and that's what your lead generation is all about, Stephanie. You and Jesse, your lead generation machine that you guys are building will put people in your pipeline, and it'll be your responsibility to create the cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to do business with you, and they're going to do business with you forever.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one transaction. We want to sell them all, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's not just adding contacts to your database. It's contacting them.
And making them cheerleaders.
Making them cheerleaders. Because I'm saying if you got 400 people in your database and they absolutely love you and you are the greatest thing to them since water and wine, you're going to generate a lot more business than somebody who just has 2,500 people in their database that they're calling every 6 weeks. No, don't take it that you don't need to build a massive database. It's just where you want your life to go. Where does your G fit into this? Your GPS, your big goal. It's all a math equation. If you want to sell $1 million in real estate, you're going to need enough leads to sell $1 million in real estate. But it needs to be on your schedules, not just lead generate. Lead generate every day, 9 to 11. 9 to noon. If you give that extra hour to yourself, your life will change. If you're a dual career agent, you can't do it in the mornings because you work your other job, do it in the evenings, do it in the afternoons, do it on Saturday and Sunday. 80% of the workforce does not work conventional hours. We all think 9 to 5. How many of you actually work 9 to 5? I know that the shifts at Lowe's are from 3 to 1, from 5 to 2, from 9 to 6, from 10 to 7, and from 11 to close. Is there a 9 to 5 in there at all? I know at the car dealerships, it's either 8 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. or it's noon to 9. Is there a 9 to 5 in there?
9 to 5 is banker's hours.
Not even that. Fuck, bakers are getting off at 2:30 now. 2:30, 3:30. So these are things. So if you're not lead generating in the morning, we can lead generate in the afternoon. We can lead generate, but it has to be on your schedule. And like Stephanie said, it has to be consistent.
I heard something that I don't know if I could share this right now, but it was a Zig Ziglar thing. And it was called committing the sin of the desert. And basically what that means is if you know where the water is, that when somebody passes you, you tell them where it is. And so it was kind of like, the sin is like for us not to share what we have. And then for our cheerleaders that we're talking about developing, for them not to refer us. So we have to be staying in touch with them. And does that sound right to you guys? Like you have to, stay in touch you have to be giving something for them to say, oh, this is, we got to refer them to Melissa and to Cindy. And
Life is reciprocal, right?
mm-hmm.
You give a plant sun, water, and light, or sun, air, and light, right? CO2, water, and sunlight. What do you get?
You get a bigger plant, a healthy growing plant.
What was that, Teresa?
Flowers.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. You get chlorophyll. You get, technically, that's right. You get the plant. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But no, you get sunlight. You get oxygen back. You get big flowers. You get a gift, right? You give, they give. Win-win, no lose. You give someone a great experience, what do they give you?
A referral.
It gives you a lifetime.
More
referral.
business.
Hopefully a lifetime of referrals. I love the way you're thinking. Give somebody a reason to give you a referral. And they could have never done business with you, but they just know you as a person. They know who you are. They talk to you. They love you. They trust you. I know that some of the agents in our program have had family members that would not even use them because another agent had a higher rating in their brain.
That's me.
That's you. But that's the thing is we can indeed create enough mind share that we can supersede somebody's own family. Now I know that Melissa's working towards building that and she will create that mind share and that will no longer be a concern. But that all comes from your daily executions, consistently following up, consistently working your DTD2s and having conversations. real estate related, life related, family related, gaining rapport, gaining momentum. So back to the 411. It does not need to be on your 411 to lead generate every day. That is an expectation of your life. Your 411 says, I need to talk to 50 people this week. Because I need to talk to 400 a month, right? To get my goal. Is 50 this week going to be enough? I need to talk to 200 people this week. Can you talk to 200 people in a week?
Good.
You could. It's 40 a day. How do you talk to 40 people in a day?
One way would be to put out like a social media blast and then get some responses.
High
A
five.
video, happy
Awesome.
birthday video.
Find ways of connecting in mass volume, not just one-on-one. One-on-one is how you fortify relationships, how you create a lot of intent is group chat. How many people, and I want you to be real and honest with me, have a relationship with a social media person, friend or otherwise, and you feel like you know them and you've never met them? Right? It's because we have enough interaction with them that we feel like we know them. Hell, the guy I refer to on most of the tile jobs I give has never done work for me. He's done work for people I know, and I know he does a damn good job of it. So that became the situation. I'm on the call. Adriana just gave me the look like, can I come in your office? I'm like, no, you're on the call. I'm on the call you should be on. Sorry, guys, you're not part of my coaching program just to be my friends. I'm here to push you and drive you to be better people. So if I get a little harsh on you, guess what? It's because I know there's more in there. But your 411, let's line them out. What do you need to do this week to be successful for your goal personally or your goal professionally? Give me some things. Give me a yearly goal that you'd like to see on your GPS and what a weekly activity would be to get you that goal.
On mine, Dan, it's more closings and just like you're talking about, more daily conversations, lead generating for those closings.
How many daily conversations?
10. I don't know with how many closings, if 10 is the right one. I just try to establish 10 a day. That's what I'm trying to get
10
you know,
a day.
ingrained.
On average 24 closings a year.
like it.
10 real estate conversations a day. 10, that means of the leads you get, you make contact with 5% of them. Okay. 5% of the people you make contact with, you set an appointment with. 60% of those people show up. 70% of those people create opportunities for like a contract. 70% of those contracts become agreements and close. If you do the math backwards, talking to 10 people a day over the term of your entire year, doesn't that bring you a ton of business? Now be real with me. How many people have you talked to today about real estate? Jason. 2. Devlin.
3, not
Alyssa.
10.
Eileen.
I have 2.
2. Dory.
I haven't talked to anybody yet, but I'm just starting my real estate once I get off the phone. I've been at my other job.
Okay, there you go. Teresa.
I called 5, but I've got about 20 to call. So yeah.
Have you talked to 5 people today about real estate?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. Cindy, perfect time to jump on. How many real estate conversations have you had today?
I think that's the relationship.
Depends on who you're talking about.
The people you've talked to today
I
about
know.
real estate
I know, I'm teasing.
that are not in the business.
They're not on. Oh, darn. Okay. Okay. 0, actually.
Okay.
I will be
now you can
honest.
see when I'm saying 10, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but if we look at our activities and we are real about where we're at,
Right.
we can be unrealistic about where we want to go. So right now, Devlin's talked to 3 today, not 10. He's 30% the way there. Now, I bet if I were to look at Devlin's number, he's 30% towards his goal where he wants to be. If you are consistently doing it and you're consistently doing less than you should, you're going to consistently get less than you want. I'm asking you to be 1% better every day. And over time, if we look at a year, 365 days later, you will be 365% better. 36 times better or something like that. Math eludes me sometimes. But 1% better every day, which means today I'm 100%, tomorrow I'm 101. The day after that I'm 101.11 because it adds a percentage on top of the percentages, right? 101, 102, 103, 105, 113. As long as we are pushing ourselves to be better every day, you will. And that comes from having a written plan. Every week, looking at your goals and saying, last week, I had shit the bed. I didn't do anything I was supposed to. I didn't go to the gym. I ate candy every day. I didn't walk 2 miles. I didn't talk to 3 people in real estate. I have 0 closings, 0 in escrow, and not doing shit for my goals. Guess what this week needs to be?
Different.
Woo! I love that word, different.
Double time.
We need to double our efforts this week. You got to make up for lost time. Any of us remember PE in school? I know it's different from different school and school, but there was always that one day you had to do the mile test. How fast can you run a mile?
I remember.
You guys have to do that crap?
I hated that test.
Right. You started off real fast. You're like, I'm going to run this bitch real fast. And then you died out and you slow jog walked it. Shut up, Stephanie. I know you ran the whole damn thing. Cross-country people. I know you people. But no, you did. You started off the gate. You were going. The entire class was running together. You were out there. The skinny people, the fat people, didn't matter. You guys were together. And then like 6 steps in, it separated the pack. And then us bigger people, us husky people like myself that run 13-minute miles, knew we were running a 13-minute mile, and the 6-minute mile people were going to watch us finish. But we did. We started out fast, and then we just slowed down, and we took our strides, and we pushed ourselves, and then we'd get a burst energy, and we'd push ourselves a little faster, we'd go faster, and then we'd slow down again. But it was always coming around the turn on that last lap where we were like 30 yards from finishing our mile. We found that extra little bit of energy, right? That was the difference between a 13-minute mile and a 12-minute mile, was that last 30 yards of kicking ass. You know why we pushed ourselves in that last turn?
Because soon you get to rest and you'll be done.
Because the
Because the
goal
teacher
was
was
right
there.
there.
Oh.
We could see the goal. We may have passed that same goalpost 3 times, but that 4th one is what mattered. It was that 4th loop around the track that said that you were at your mile mark. And it was because you saw the goal, you were able to push for it. Now, let me ask you this. Who runs a faster mile? The person that runs it in 100,000 meter or 100-meter increments? Or does it in one continuous loop?
Continuous.
Why do you think that?
Well, it's consistent.
Consistent? What else?
They can breathe.
Because, I mean, hell, you're starting at 1, you're sprinting 100 yards, and you stop. And then you got to sprint another 100 yards, and then you stop. And then you sprint another 100 yards, and you stop. Whew. We're almost there. We've almost got one lap done. It's every time you stop, it takes so much more willpower to get moving again. You're never running the same speed twice. You can't come out the gate the exact same speed every time. But if you just get started and keep moving, you'll get there. The goal will be out in front of you. You will always know, all I got to do is go 3 more yards, 30 more yards, 400 more yards. We aren't looking for the instant satisfaction of just achieving a goal, the 100 yards at a time. We are looking for the instant satisfaction of knowing we are on the right path and moving for where we need to go. And as long as you're moving towards a bigger goal, you will be more successful in the long run than somebody who is running short runs. One of the things we used to always say in the car business is fast pooping dogs don't poop long.
True.
It's true. Because when you do it, you get in there, you get out of there, you're done. That's all you got. Goodbye. There was never another side of that. It was just the saying is, you know, if you're a fast pooping dog, you're not going to poop very long. There's no longevity in it. Just like an agent, you come out, you do 5 or 6 deals your first month, and then boom, you sit on your fat. What is it? What was it? Fat, lazy ass eating bonbons? Was that it, Teresa? Actually, on my PC call today, they used that term. It made me laugh so hard. My coach texted me. She's all, "That's inappropriate, Dan." I was like, "I'll tell you the story about it later." But yeah, and she said that. It even said, "Guys, you got to get off the couch. You can't sit on your butt just eating bonbons." And I was like, "Oh my God, you just said that." So, but that's the thing, is that's why we have our goals written out in front of us. The GPS is the long, consistent race, the goal that we are shooting for. The 411 is to make sure you are staying on track. Every stride, every step, every goal you need to hit gives you that earned satisfaction that you're getting there. So if we blend both those racers together, the one that knows that I've got 4 laps to run and the other one that knows that I have 16 100-meter races to win, who do you think now runs the faster mile?
Fan of the smaller increments, just saying. I just like little bits. I kind of see what you're getting with, like, the consistency and the whole long thing, but real sorry, I was at the zoo and I was walking, like, we were trying to run like around that park, and I was like, no way, this isn't gonna work. But then we would stop. I know we would stop and take little breaks, but my friend and I would push each other. We would say, "You see that pole up there? You see that trash can? We're gonna get there." And then once we got there, then we could even push a little bit more. And then even sometime we need a little break. Anyways, I like 16 because I can see myself and make improvements along the way. I'm just saying, I don't know if there's a right answer.
You know what your end goal is? Anyone ever heard the name Roger Bannister? Roger Bannister
Yes,
was the first human being to ever run a sub 5-minute mile. I was under 4-minute mile. And you know how he ran
That's
it?
right.
Everybody in the time, this is back in the 50s or so, and before him, everybody was trying to run a faster mile. I want to run a faster mile. The end goal was always to be under 4 minutes in the mile. It was always under 4 minutes a mile. Roger Bannister said, okay, I just need to run the next 100 yards faster and faster and faster. He found a way to run 100 yards faster consistently, breaking the goal into small bits, executing on them, and creating a competency behind doing them at a high level. He was able to achieve his greater goal. The difference between somebody who has a big goal in mind, who is taking small steps towards it, and somebody who is just taking that 100-meter run at a time is they stop. Every time they get to their goal, they stop. That's the difference. You have to do the blend between the two. There has to be the interval. The interval. I'm not British. The interval. The
I
interval.
like both words.
Interval and the global goal. So when you have your GPS lined out and you can say, hey, this is my mile right here. I love it that a fat guy is using a running analogy for you guys. You should appreciate the humility in that. But that's it. This is my goal. This is my mile. And I need to break it down into 16ths. In your case, this is my year. I need to break it into 44ths. How do I win the day? Winning the day, winning the week, winning the weeks, winning the month, winning the months, winning the year. If you want to set massive goals, be my guest. Be brave, be bold, expand your brain and set massive goals. But then let's break them down into digestible elements. Which is scarier, closing 24 transactions a year or making 10 real estate conversations a day? Reading an entire book in a month or reading 50 pages a day?
Point. Yeah.
That's why your 411s need to be lined out of what are my big rocks that I need to achieve today so I can get to my goal for the month, so I can get to my goal for the year. I'm not asking for you guys to put your entire year goal into 1 week and accomplish that. What I'm asking you for is to stretch your understanding of what you can do, but be really realistic about where you're at. If you are far behind where you need to be for the year, now is the time that you are running hard on those last 100 yards. We are the final quarter of the year. We're on the last loop. If you look at it, the track, we're running around the track 4 times per mile, right? We're on that last loop. That last loop always seems to be the toughest. We've already ran 3 really hard loops. We've already gotten there, but now you've got the 6-minute mile people are sitting down. They've already done. We're out there still running. I'm not calling you guys off that. Don't take it out of context. I'm just saying the people out there that are not pushing for their goals are going to take the rest of the year off. They're going to make excuses. Well, there's October, it's got Halloween, and then there's trick-or-treating, and then I got a costume shopping, and then I've got Christmas and Thanksgiving and my birthday on the 21st of November. I should get some cookies. Just saying, you guys should be writing this stuff down. Now, the people that have already finished their race are going to sit down. The rest of us that keep running, either we're not at our goals yet and we're going to keep pushing, or we're going for more. So why don't you do a GPS for next year, but also do a GPS for the next 3 months? I see some wheels turning now. No matter where you're at right now, it does not mean that's where you're going to finish the race. I challenge you all to put a number out there about what you're going to put into escrow by the end of the year. By the end of the year. On average, you make a contact today, it's 90 days before it gets closed out, which means activities on average now are going to pay you next year. I challenge you to what can you put into escrow by the end of this year? Also, what can you get paid on by the end of this year? You guys want to have a great Christmas? Let's get some contracts in right now. It's that simple. So let's break it down. Who are you talking to on a daily basis that's going to help you get to your goal? You want a script to help you get out there and make some contacts and get you out of your comfort zone? Ring, ring. Hey, it's Big Dan Caldwell Keller Williams. How are you? How's your family? How are things at work? What's going on to keep you guys sane? What are you going to do after all of this stuff goes away? That's great. What am I doing? I'm trying to help 10 families get a house between now and the end of the year. Can you help me get there? My coach is a big, bald meanie with a red beard, and he told me I needed to do work. Can you help me get there? I woke up this morning and the person in the mirror challenged me to close 10 deals by the end of the year. Can you help me get there? Teresa, I need your help.
Well, what can I do to help with that?
I am trying to help 10 people find a home or sell a home by the end of the year. I have a contest to win. And I think with people like you on my side, I can get there. Who do you know that's been showing signs of needing to buy or sell a home?
Yeah, I think my neighbor next door needs to buy or sell.
Perfect. Do you have their contact information?
I will probably be able to get that for you. Don't have it right offhand, but
When are you going to be home next? I'll just come over and I'll knock on their door with you.
yeah, sure. How about tomorrow?
You see how easy that is? I don't know what Adriana's doing with her finger, but she's looking at the camera. It's funny, it's because I can see her not on camera, and she's like, oh shit, he can see me. I can. Actually, the other day, you guys should have been here. She met me for the first time, and she's like, God damn, you're huge. Yeah. Big Dan for a reason, I don't know why. But this is where we start a race right now, okay? Let's get our GPSs lined out. What is our main goal for this year, for next year? You can get a GPS for now. You can get a GPS for next year too. Let's get them both lined out. What race are you going to run? And then we're going to break it into those bite-sized pieces. That's your 411. What hurdles, what goals do I need to get to? Okay, let's continue the analogy. I'm running a race. I need shoes. I need stretches. I need coaching. I need cheerleaders on the side cheering me on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, you think if you share your goals with your coach, you might have a better chance of hitting them? You think you share your goals with your cheerleaders, you think you're going to have a better chance of hitting them? For those of you who played sports, did you not have a coach that was cheering you on regardless of your performance? They always thought you could do better. I have never had a coach say, you know what, Dan, you did your best. There was no chance in hell you could have beat that guy. No, he was always like, hey, great job. I see what we need to work on. Let's go, okay? And you were always like, what the hell? I just want you to hug me, tell me I did a good job. You did a great job. You didn't die. But I see where you can develop. Let's go. And in the end, you respected that coach. Hey, guys, great job on the field today. There was no chance we were going to beat them. No, he came in kicking shit and yelling and being all mad. Or she, female coaches, they're the best, I think. They know how to cut you to the core.
I had a track coach who, when someone would throw up on a Saturday morning, she was like, good, that wasn't supposed to be in there anyway. So we're like, oh gosh.
They always pushed you to do better, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this weird love for them. You're like, I don't know why I like being abused by you, but like, let's run further. I'll never understand track people. I won't. I was on track, but I picked up those big heavy things and I threw them. When you guys were out there running circles and jumping over things, we were laughing when you were falling. And then our coach was all, quit laughing, you go run now. So, but we always had people to push us, and we always did more than we thought we could do because we had external influences on internal restrictions. So write down your 411s, your GPSs, and when you share them to me, guess what happens? You got somebody asking questions. You got somebody saying, hey, I noticed you said you wanted to read this book. Where are you at? I appreciate Cindy. No else. The other day I was doing something and she said, hey, that's not going to help you with your main goal. I was like, oh, she listened. Like, I felt it in my heart. I was like, oh, she's coming after me, but I love it. I think I was drinking a soda or something. This is weeks ago when I had my last soda.
No, I think it was one of those monster drinks, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're right. It was the Bang Energies. It was one of the last ones I ever had.
Yep.
But that was the thing, is it was like in that moment, I knew somebody was watching and cared. And then it no longer became just my goal. It became global. It became something people could get behind. Keller Williams grew its brand because it was a group of people that wanted to make better agents. And those agents wanted to be a part of something better. And those agents wanted to be bigger, better, badder, and more awesome agents in the world. So we grew and we grew and we grew. No one did it alone. So let's get your goals written down so that you, who are running an independent race, can share with your team, Keller Williams, in your successes. And we can drive you and push you to your goals. No matter how slow you ran that mile, no matter how hard it was, you felt damn good when you finished. Didn't you? It has been years since I've ran a mile. That's a lie. It's been a year. You guys remember when I tore my calf last year at the kickball game? You weren't even around for it. We need to fix that. These stories build upon themselves. But that's the thing, is that I was the last time I ran a mile. It was right before that kickball game. I tore my calf.
Sounds painful.
It sucked. It sucked bad. But that's the thing, is that we had a goal. I had people there to support me and push me through it. And I was running 3 times a week. Yeah, my big butt running. Think about it. It's scary. I got the Nike app to prove it. Right now, Nike sends me a cardiac call every month to make sure I'm still alive. But you got to share your goals with people, because they'll help you get further and you'll have added accountability. Every day, you guys have seen my Facebook, I'm doing 22 push-ups a day for veterans, right? And I do that because I was challenged to do so. I was laying in bed a couple weeks ago. This was like day 3 of the challenge at 9 o'clock at night. I had no desire in the world to do it. Heather looks over at me and she goes, "You committed to it. Get your ass out there and do your push-ups." I mean, she didn't say it exactly like that, but she did say those sentiments along, you made a commitment, now go serve it. It's amazing what we do when we put things in writing. So this is what I want you to focus on, your GPSs. I sent you all the video to how to create a great GPS. I sent you all the video on how to do your 411s. This call right now, we broke it down to a very basic level of what's our main race and what are the small independent variables that we need to hit to get there. What tools do you need? What exercises do you need? What shoes do you need? What coaching do you need? Let's get you there. But it all starts with identifying what race you want to run. Okay? And if you have not done so, we need to get you on the calendar so that you and I can have a private one-on-one discussion about your goals and dreams and hopes for next year. Because I believe there needs to be a little intimacy to it so you can share your life. So I can tap into what you can be and grow you even better. It's only going to help you be that much better of a person.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
You know, just keep him busy, brother. Were you able to?
All right. It is 3:32 in the afternoon on Monday. It is the 12th of October. It's a beautiful day to be a Keller Williams agent. I'm happy to be in business with all of you. Teresa, I hope you feel better. If I could do anything to help you out, let me know. I don't know what you can do for kidney stones other than the ultrasonic stuff. Or I can take a shotgun and put it in your belly and let the recoil do it.
Yeah, I got an ultrasound Friday, but what helps is just drinking lots of lemon water. So I'm squeezing a whole lemon in a glass of water about once an hour. That is helpful.
Drugs can help.
Then I can't make all my calls. They won't be
you can make them all. You just might not remember them.
What?
So you can make them all. You just might not remember them.
Yes.
But take some time. If you guys are feeling run down, take a minute to rest, stretch, put your arms above your head and breathe. You know that whole thing. Not behind don't lace your fingers behind your back. That's weird training for me. Just breathe, get it out, get some oxygen in your lungs. take a day, go put your feet in the sand, ground yourself, but find the grace and motivation to get you where you need to go. And just know that we have this is the last lap of the race right now before the end of the year. And you still have time to make it an impressive one. Don't go to bed. Think of a squirrel. We'll end you on that one. What are squirrels doing right now, other than in Arizona?
Storing up for the winter.
They're storing up for the winter. They are out there working like mad to grab all the food that they need for the end of the year. What do you need to be doing right now?
Looking for the end of the year.
You need to get out there and you need to gather up every contract you can, every listing you can, every buyer you can. And if somebody comes to you and says, hey, there's, the end of the year, it's so busy, it's so slow, there's no listings, good. You should probably take the rest of the year off. And as soon as you get them to do that, it's one less person in your way. Exactly, Teresa. You thought that was going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
None of my squirrels will be taking the winter off.
I've been encouraging other agents. Now I'm just shooting myself in the foot.
Let them. If they want to take the time off, let them take the time off.
Okay.
One less person in my way. All right, guys. Well, I love you. Go out there and do something great. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Have a good week,
Bye.
guys.